We as human beings enjoy the simplicity of the feeling and movement of music.
I love music because it's my life and it's who I am.
I like music because I've been a teacher for 35 years and it's part of my whole life.
We love music because we like to dance.
Go wild,
Go crazy, go wild.
So I love music because it makes me a better human being, a better listener, a better person.
We love music.
I like music because on rainy days I get to bring music into my classroom.
All my life, love music. Why I like music? Because in my family, everyone likes music.
I love music because it's an expression of a person's soul.
I love music because it makes me feel alive.
I like music because I love to sing and dance.
Well, for me, music brings up feelings.
I like music because it's fun to listen to.
I like music because it makes you happy.
This project began with a boy named Hunter Thompson, a boy whose disability could have held him back from playing an instrument. With the help from the Shriners Hospital, he received a prosthetic arm to help inspire his musical interests. With this project, we wish to make funk, groove, jazz, boogie, twiddle, and shakin' happen. What an odd thing it is to see an entire species playing with meaningless tonal patterns, occupied for much of their time by what they call music. This instrument was brought to the public and created a lot of laughs. It got people engaged, communicating, and playing. AwesomeSt. Pete.com awarded this instrument a grant to continue making more like it. So begins the work to design an instrument to help those with disability, as well as those who simply seek the benefits of playing a musical instrument. The goal was to create an instrument that uses touch-sensitive buttons. Through a lot of experimentation with different materials and different technologies, I created an instrument with the ultimate goal: universal playability. Here, I painted these onto some plexiglass today, so that you can have a seamless surface. I gathered information from the brains of talented musicians, doctors, music therapists, kids, and people with disabilities. These people helped me put the instrument into action.
I'm Jennifer Miller. I'm a board-certified master's level music therapist. So everybody has their own version of this question, but mine is that music is used to achieve non-musical goals. So it's the use of music in a therapeutic environment to achieve non-musical goals. So we're not trying to teach them how to play an instrument, we're trying to teach them how to use it in such a way to increase their well-being.
Which one's your favorite?
The brain, this is really interesting, and I think a lot of people don't know this, is the brain processes music or sound or musical information the way a piano is structured. So it wraps around your brain. It's really amazing. It's like, it isn't like high pitches versus low pitches, but the way music is processed in both hemispheres of the brain. Whereas speech is only right side, logical things are on the left side. But the thing about music is it's processed by every bit of the brain.
Hi, I'm John Paul Getch. I'm a musician here in St. Petersburg, Florida. I think there are so many different aspects of music that it can create an entirely new world with just within our ears. You know, within hearing anything, it can create a new memory. It can create a new viewpoint. It can create You can imagine being in someone else's shoes and being in their own lives. So when it gets down to it, I think music means being alive, being aware.
What? What?
How about over here?
My name is Dr. Donald DeVito. I'm the music director at the Sid Lanier Center in Gainesville, Florida. Sid Lanier is a public school that's designed as a center school. So we accommodate students with moderate to profound disabilities between the ages of 3 and 22. We have students with autism, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, hydrocephalus, Williams syndrome, Prader-Willi syndrome, and I mean you can look at all these up, but the main thing is we accommodate instruction based on the special needs of the students. Wow, you gotta go,
what you
Joe.
doing? Joe, you making music?
Yeah, he is. Give me 5, Joe. Give me 5. High five. You are fantastic. So he said done, so we're gonna be done. Joe, I really liked it when you made the sound. When you did that and pressed, that was great. Cool. Good job. Hey, you wanna sing with me? We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. When Gabby played, having some kind of background sound effect like that, like a starburst, something that might go with everything from as simple as a Twinkle Twinkle to an age-appropriate high school song that is still just a pretty song that prompts her to want to sing.
When I was a child, a mama came to me.
Something about music is forever tied to our memories and to our ability to see new things. Whatever divine reason, music touches people in ways and affects them.
Trying all these shapes.
All my life, love music. But the real music is very, very rich.
So music is so naturally united with us that we cannot be free from it, even if we so desired. My name is Michael H., a musician, foremost. I'm also a sound engineer and producer here at Munganjaw Records. I'm also a physician assistant in emergency medicine. My music is actually pre-language. It is pre-verbal as far as evolution. I mean, music is actually is older than actual language itself. Like literally in field development, like your hearing literally develops listening to the descending aorta, the mother's heartbeat from day one, and so we're like wired for music.
Love music.
Chromesthesia is an actual phenomenon that certain people possess, but it's that some part of their brain is linked up from the temporal to the actual occipital lobes of the brain, like the hearing part of the brain and the visual parts of the brain are actually, I wouldn't say more connected, but they're connected in a very interesting way where like sound literally manifests into color.
Visual's important as well as functionality. Look at this area, it's like really bright and there's all kinds of visual things.
The black colors on there that create the different sounds and the different shapes that they have. Then there's a blue area in between. If there could be a neutral sound so that there's the same sound on the blue sections, students were guiding their hands across, and having that kind of change. So when they change one musical terrain to the next musical terrain, that kind of neutral sound, the blue color, actually it's kind of almost like a little sea around islands, so that they can actually recognize, okay, I'm in the space in between, and no matter where they are on the instrument, that blue can then, from a cognitive standpoint, let them know, okay, I'm at the space in between. Now here I am at another section. That if let's say for a student who is blind, who's using it, their eyes are closed, they're feeling the texture of a black area and the sound, and then nothing, and then another. Having maybe a blue space, they can actually then use that blue space to kind of maybe feel, okay, the space is in between. This is lateral volitional movement, which is something we really look for in developing in students with disabilities, especially profound intellectual disabilities. That coordination matches up. There's a lot of documentation on lateral and volitional communication when the student moves, and being able to guide those together.
You have to use music that is preferred by the patient. That's the biggie. Because if you don't, I can use a few songs that may be okay, but I have to really get into their head and know what kind of music they like if I'm going to work with them for a long period of time. Kids these days, that's what they know. They know computers, they know all this technology that we didn't have, so you've got to meet them on their level.
Technology being part of music. Well, the first time I heard an electric guitar, that's when I really wanted to play music. I decided, I had to get my hands on something like this because the sheer raw power of it.
I had one kid that it just scared the bejesus out of him, that guitar. And so we had to do something non-threatening. I have a Q chord, and it looks like a little electric guitar, but it's smaller. He was okay with that, but the guitar, no way.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Going back to the classical world, and people like Nicomachus, Pythagoras, and Boethius, they considered music and astronomy and music and science the same. They were brother and sister. I just have that metaphysical respect for the magic of music.
Music, whether it's initiated from a technological standpoint or an acoustic standpoint, to me, a lot of it is just how the student responds to it.
It really depends on the person, what they need, and you just try every trick in the book. You have to use music that is preferred by the patient. That's the biggie. Because if you don't, I can use a few songs that may be okay, but I have to really get into their head and know what kind of music they like.
I don't have performance, Mommy.
You doing a performance?
It was just she didn't even mean to be here. Were you there? No, but it was on Yahoo News or something. It's not Yahoo. It's not news.
Rhythm is self-evident in all forms of life. Music is the awareness of this thing, and we've harnessed it in a way where it can make you feel good, and it can make you feel sad, and it can heal you and bring you through things that you never otherwise would have.
See you do it.
Okay.
Music.
Music.
All my life, love music.
It helps me get pumped up.
What? I mean, I like music.
Music is the most wonderful gift to share with people, to get from people, to give to people.
Please say thank you to Mallory.
Good job. You rock it. Jerry, wonderful. Really nice.